Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Sports Talk with me, Rical. What's going on, man? I hope you're having a blessed day. It's a great day to enjoy time with family, of course. So I'm enjoying myself, man. Last night, before the UFC 305, of course, it was an amazing time. Just chilling downstairs, watching, doing a movie night with the family. It was, it's great. But anyway, what I'm saying is, man, it was amazing, watching, UFC 305 to see there's a lot of fighters who came in and established themselves. They distanced themselves from the rest to show that they belong in the UFC. Getting that contract meant a lot to them. Kai France, of course, came in from the start dominant, man. I didn't expect it. I didn't expect that, but he came in. Kai France was true. He came out and dominated the fight. And Carlos Prates, of course, came in again. So there's a lot of players, a lot of fighters came in. That contract was worth it for them, right? They wanted that contract. They want more. They're hungry. You could see that hunger from them. And, watching that women fight. I told you guys, O'Neal was gonna be, she came in. Santos was scared, right? Santos was scared because she was running around the ring. She didn't want to. She didn't look like she wanted. She wanted to fight. She looked scared, and O'Neal took advantage of that, and she dominated. But the main event, Du Plessis with Adesanya. That was like watching that fight, man. It was a lot of disappointment to see Adesanya. Took a year off. Took a year off. He looked sluggish. I thought that the fight. He could have won the fight, but he was very sluggish. He was coming in. He didn't know, there was a lot of position a lot of opportunity to attack. He didn't do that. You know what I mean? He did not do that. So he could have done better. You know what I mean? So coming in, you see that, Adesanya looked sluggish. He looked tired. He went out of breath. So I'm like, wait a minute, you're a fighter. You're off for a year. Where's that strength and conditioning? He wasn't there. He's not the same player. He's not the same fighter that he was before. So there's a lot of disappointment there. When he had to fight, he could have attacked. Because you could see Du Plessis, looked tired himself. He was very tired. So watching that fight to see, I was waiting for that moment. A minute 30, and into the fight to see left to see, okay, is about Adesanya would is he gonna attack? I was gonna say about Anaconda because I'm thinking about the Jets running back who was also named Israel about but yeah, I thought that Adesanya was gonna attack, and he didn't. He was playing scared. He looked tired. I think that all the takedown. You know what I mean? He really looked tired. So he put himself in a bad position, and then to see when the Plessis jump on him and choke him out, he put himself in that position. The fight was almost over. You know what I mean? The fight was almost over. He landed more punches, of course, than the Du Plessis, but then Du Plessis looked more relaxed. I think that from the entrance, coming in to the octagon, when Adesanya, Du Plessis came out, when they introduced him, he kind of showed some force, showed some dominance, in which to me, Adesanya, he looked scared to me, and the final, almost the final round, he looked scared. He was out of breath. Out of breath, out of position. It's not these. I think that not just losing to Strickland. Not just losing to Strickland, but which Du Plessis beat Strickland, but Du Plessis was in his head. usually he's the one doing all the stuff, all that crap about the last airbender and all that stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's a done deal. It's a done deal. This not a, this is not him anymore. I don't see a path where is I is I Adesanya to do anything. I don't see a path where he's able to regain the true form. You know what I mean? Last night was supposed to be that time, right? Last night was supposed to be that time for him to take over, and he didn't do that. After, like I said, you have a year off. If you've been training, this fight is there. Now, there were a lot of fight last night that it was last minute, right? Last minute they made some few adjustment, whatever. I understand that, but if you're a fighter, you should be training at all time, right? You're a fighter, you should be training at all time, which is something that he didn't do. Adesanya, but now of course you could say the same for Du Plessis, who looked tired. You know what I mean? He looked tired. He wore himself out, trying to launch. Trying to launch to do all that launching. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I think that he could have been better, right? I think that he could have been better. He wore himself out. Du Plessis wore himself out with all the lunching he was doing, but Adesanya didn't do anything. As a fighter, somebody running at you, you got to be able to do some more. But he didn't do anything like that. But he looked lost. The fight again. It was a great fight. It was a great fight. You know what I mean? It could have been something better. I would have loved to see something better from Adesanya, who, again, a showboater, all the stuff like that. But he didn't show up. I think this is it for him. This is it for him. This is not a time for him to. There's no regroup. There's because last night was the regroup, and I don't see anything else. Last night was that regroup for him to come out to do something, but he didn't do that. So like, how do you where do you go from there? You know what I mean? Where do you go from there? So I think that he's been figured out. You know what I mean? When people figure you out. And that's it. The process, you kind of figure him out a little bit. But that fight, I don't think that Du Plessis beat Adesanya. Adesanya beat himself. You know what I mean? So he had an opportunity to win the fight, but he the strength and conditioning wasn't there. He was tired too quickly, because I understand you were trying to defend whatever. But it's easy said and done too. When you're fighting someone, but still, you got to see something better than that. This is something you've been training for. This is a fight you've been training for. This is not somebody who's pulling. You're on the street driving, somebody talking smack, and you come in to do something out. You come in to fight. You know what I mean? You haven't been training, but this is something you've been training. You're supposed to be training, and of course, Du Plessis. After the fight, taunting at him, saying, "Hey, I'm the true African." You know what I mean? He said, "My trainers in Africa are African. I live in Africa." This and what I mean. For Israel, I think this is a time to just fade away. You know what I mean? Fade away, because no matter what you do. No matter what you do now, I don't think you're gonna get another title shot from Du Plessis, right? He beat you. All the talk you did, all the show, but all the stuff you've been doing, he beat you. He choked you out, because he was, because Du Plessis was kind of running scared in a way. He was, you could see in his face, he was scared. But I was watching. Like I said, I was watching it. With my son, just to see. We were watching it together. Whatever. After we did, my wife suggested that we do a movie night. So of course we were downstairs, enjoying movie night, which was great. You know what I mean? Usually we watch movie upstairs, but it's like let's do it downstairs. It was easier. But I sit down. Let me watch the fight upstairs. But watching the fight. You know what I mean? I was expecting, to see a lot a lot more. So of course, from the beginning, from 6 o'clock and on, all those fighters coming in, they show, wow, they belong there. They were hungry. You know what I mean? Watching, watching Kai France coming in, he showed a hunger that I used to see in Adesanya, right? He showed a hunger. You know what I mean? You see, you know what I mean? Carlos Pratas. You see those are the future of MMA, the welterweight, featherweight, all the stuff. You know what I mean? Because this is and even the heavyweight. You saw some some stuff too. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, this is good. You know what I mean? You got two guys coming in, but the main event, it was I thought it was flat. In my opinion, it was flat. I was expecting a lot more from two guys who supposedly hate each other. You know what I mean? But Adesanya talked so much crap what he was gonna do to True African, calling him the N-word, doing all this stuff. That build up, you know what I mean? I thought it was Titan. This is it. But I didn't see any of that. I see two guys who went out of gas. Right? Two guys who went out of gas and they didn't have much. I saw Du Plessis rushing when he didn't have to, and then I saw Adesanya who couldn't counter. You know what I mean? A guy's rushing you, he's rushing you, whatever where's the counter? There was nothing there, but you could see Du Plessis guarding his face to make sure he didn't get the big blow, right? But he tired himself out, and you saying, okay, this is the time where Israel come in. This is the time where Adesanya come in to show his dominance, to impose his will, to show his true dominance, to show the world, to show the UFC world fighting. You know what I mean? MMA. This is it. You're supposed to be the last airbender, whatever it is you call yourself. I didn't see it. I saw someone who was scared, who was afraid to throw the big punches, he was afraid to release because he didn't know what he was doing, if he should have done that. You know what I mean? So it was good, but Israel, my son Israel picked him, but he didn't win. He didn't win, but Israel had to fight. Adesanya had to fight. All he had to do, unleash, but he didn't do that. So I'm watching and okay, where are the leg kicks? He looked tired. He looked tired. He looked scared. But hey, it is what it is, man. But anyway, man, sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. I'm super excited to see football's around the corner. You know what I mean? Football's around the corner. Of course, my to go, be out with my daughter and the family, do some stuff right now. When I come back, you know what I mean? Before we go out to for dinner, I might make a couple of videos on I'm gonna give my honest opinion on like the remaining schedule, well, all the schedules coming in, all teams, all 32 teams. Of course, there's no bias there. I'm gonna give you my complete and honest facts, opinion on every NFL team. So it is exciting, man. I'm not gonna talk. See, I haven't talked about the Yankees. It's my team. I haven't talked about them. It just sometimes you're like, what's the point, man? You know what I mean? When you're watching so many other teams doing well, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know what I mean? NBA is around the corner, but right now the focus is on football. You know what I mean? It ain't, man. Sports talk. Like, subscribe, and share, man. Peace out.